Hello my dear children, welcome to my channel Sudhir Chemistry. But as I promised that very less days are remaining for our NEET exam and just very less days are there, so already I promised that I want to discuss the grand test. So in that one, this is one of the question was given. But which diazonium salt is insoluble in water and stable at room temperature? These are the options are there. But these particular questions belong from the organic chemistry. This is the first part. But in this organic chemistry, we are having the chapter called as the organic compound containing nitrogen. In that one, they are asking diazonium salt and insoluble in water, stable at room temperature. So remember trick for this one. But this is a diazonium salt, means benzene ring should be there, and it should have a N2 positive, and it should have a something negative. But if I will say it is having a Cl negative called as a chloride, it is there. If I put here Br minus, Br negative is a bromide, it is here. If I put NO3 minus nitrate and fluoroborate, beta, we can say here as a BF4 negative. This is called as a benzene diazonium fluoroborate. But a benzene diazonium fluoroborate is such a diazonium salt, but it will be insoluble in the water. The first point, it was correct. Insoluble in water. Second, beta, it is such a salt, it is such a diazonium salt, it will be stable at room temperature. It will be stable at room temperature. Sir, how we know or how you know it will be insoluble in the water? See, beta, benzene ring having N2 plus, that is the size of the cation, and size of the anion. Do you remember? If the larger the size of the cation, larger the size of the anion, they are more stable. Same thing. Larger the size of the anion, larger the size of the cation, they are more stable. The point was over. The same concept we learn in the chemical bonding, even in the periodic classification. Larger the size of the anion, larger the size of the cation, thermally more stable. So it is a stable at room temperature. And this is a thing which is stable at room temperature. Obviously, beta, it will be less soluble. Instead of that, sir, it is a insoluble in the water. So among these, I think I hope everybody got the answer. Which diazonium salt is insoluble in water, sir? Benzene, diazonium, chloride, bromide, nitrate, fluoroborate. That means it is a fluoroborate, stable at room temperature, fluoroborate, insoluble in water. So our answer should be a second option is correct. Right, beta? Chalo, take a screenshot. Beta, second question, once you see here what they give. They are asking the correct statement regarding the comparison of staggered and eclipse conformation of ethane is. These are the four options are there. We can find out the answer in that one. But I will tell you actually what does it mean. Staggered and eclipse of ethane. But you know staggered conformation and eclipse conformation of ethane, how to write? See here. This is a front carbon. This is a rear carbon. Ethane mein front carbon is having 3 hydrogens. So I should write H, H and H. But a rear carbon also having 3 hydrogen. This is a H, this is a H and this is a H. Right? This is called as a EC, called as a eclipsed conformation of ethane. But what to do? Make the front position fixed and the rear position just you rotate exactly to 180 degree. By rotating into exactly 180 degree, it look like not even 180, better 60 degrees enough. If you rotate to 60 degree, it comes to here. Front position carbon having 3 hydrogen will be as it is. And now this rear will be rotated to 60, means 1 H come here, beta 1 H come here and 1 H come here. See beta, these H and these H exactly opposite. These H and these H opposite. These H and these opposite. It is called as a staggered conformation of ethane. This is called eclipse conformation of ethane. Is it clear, beta? This is called as a staggered conformation of ethane. And this is called as a what? Eclipsed conformation of ethane. It is a eclipse and this one is a staggered. But this eclipse conformation is the unstable and staggered conformation is the stable. But this is a topic comes under the organic chemistry, first year organic chemistry, alkane. But in the alkane we are having in that chapter of the alkane we are having conformational isomerism of alkane, where in our NCERT they have discussed about conformational isomerism of ethane, propane and butane, and maximum question they are asking from the butane, but here one of the question from the ethane also they ask. So this is a eclipse conformation of ethane which is unstable, and this is a staggered conformation of ethane which is a stable. But why it is stable and why it is unstable, I will tell you the reason. But for this one, check the statement which is correct. Staggered conformation of ethane is more stable than eclipse, correct? Staggered of ethane is less, no, it is not correct. Eclipse of ethane is more stable, no beta. Eclipse of ethane is more stable, no. So all the three are wrong, your answer should be first. Very good. But now see here, because staggered conformation has no torsional strain. But you know, most of the children are having the doubt, sir, what is a torsional strain? I will discuss with you, beta, what is a torsional strain. Just a minute. In this torsional strain, I will take out this part first. What is a torsional strain? But a staggered conformation, which one I shown this one, this is called as a Newman's projection formula. This is called as a what, beta? Newman's projection formula of ethane. I want to show you this structure of ethane in the what you can say seesaw method. But a seesaw method means how? Just you have to give one line here and just draw one Y here and just draw one more inverted Y here. This is called as a staggered conformation of ethane in the Newman projection form, and this is called as a staggered conformation of ethane in the what we can say it is a Newman projection form. Three are there: Fisher's, Newman's, and this one called as a Sawhorse projection form. Sawhorse projection form. But in this one, see, this is the atom present here, means hydrogen present here, and this is the hydrogen present here. But see, these both the hydrogen are far away. As they are hydrogen atom, they are far away. Repulsion between them is less. Less the repulsion, no torsional strain. Check beta, these hydrogen, which is backside of the board. This is the hydrogen, it is the backside of the board, and this is the hydrogen which is the backside of the board. But sorry, this is the hydrogen backside and this is the hydrogen towards above the board. They are far away, no repulsion, no torsion strain. This is the hydrogen above the plane, this is the hydrogen below the plane. They are far away, no repulsion. So no repulsion means no torsional strain. No repulsion, no torsional strain, more stability, less energy. So what is that? Staggered conformation is more stable than eclipse because it has no torsional strain. Our answer should be first option is correct. Right? Take a screenshot. See, but this is another question. This is another question coming from the solid state. Number of TV tetrahedral void, OV octahedral void in CCP cubic closed packing are. But this topic is coming from solid state. The name of the chapter is solid state. But in the solid state they are talking about the voids. This is a subtopic present over it, that is called void. But you know this void, it is of two types. The one is a void called as a octahedral void. Another void is called as a tetrahedral void. But one thing you remember, the concept I am going to discuss with you. In this solid statement we are having three unit cells. The first one will be called as a simple unit cell. Second one we are having a body centered cubic unit cell. And third one we are having, sir, face centered cubic unit cell. But in this simple unit cell, if they will ask you what is the Z effective, you should say 1. But Z effective means it is not that Z effective what we learn in the periodic classification, that is a Z effective equal to atomic number minus screening constant. No. It is not that Z effective. This Z effective means total number of atom present in per unit cell. If it is a simple or primitive, Z effective is 1. But if it is a BCC unit cell, remember Z effective it is equal to 2. And if it is a FCC, which is also called as a cubic close packing beta, CCP, also called as a FCC. For this one, the Z effective it is equal to 4. Sir, how it is 1, how it is 2, how it is 4? Please, I will explain this part later on, but at present this is a concept you remember. Otherwise, I am going to explain this part now, beta. So half of the solid state chapter get completed. But now, this point you remember. Z effective means, I repeat, total number of atom present in per unit cell. Now, let us say one of the unit cell beta, it is having n number of particle or n number of unit cell, or we can say n number of atoms. So beta, octahedral void should be n and tetrahedral void should be twice of it, that is 2n. Is it clear beta? Octahedral void should be what? N, and tetrahedral void should be what? Double of that is 2n. So I will repeat again. If any unit cell beta, if any unit cell, if it is having n number of particles, let us say the particle is having only 1. The octahedral void in that unit cell is n, tetrahedral void is 2n. Is it clear? Now you tell me, based on this topic beta, it is written here कि one of the unit cell having n number of atoms. I repeat again and again because this is the only concept. One of the unit cell, it has n number of atoms, because simple will have 1 atom, BCC will have 2 atom, FCC will have 4 atom. So same way, one of the unit cell will have n number of atoms. Then that unit cell will have octahedral void how many? N, and tetrahedral void how many beta? 2n. I repeat, one of the unit cell having n number of atom, so the same unit cell will have n number of octahedral void and 2n number of tetrahedral void. Now what is in the question they are asking? They are asking the unit cell is which type? CCP. CCP means FCC. If it is FCC is there, what is the number of atom present in it beta? 4. 4 atom is there means how many octahedral void it should have? 4. Octahedral void should be 4. Tetrahedral void should be double of it. What is that? It should be 8. The answer should be 8, 4. 8, 4. Second option is the answer. Second option is the answer. Right? Take a screenshot. So this is the part beta based on the solid state. Just you remember in that way कि void it is of 2 type, octahedral void and tetrahedral void. Let us consider one of the unit cell, it has the n number of atom. So same unit cell will have n number of OV and 2n number of TV. Example beta, simple unit cell will have number of atom 1. So OV is 1, TV is 2. BCC will have number of atom 2 beta. OV is 2, TV is 4. FCC or CCP will have a number of atom how many? 4. That means OV is 4 and TV is 8. So see beta, FCC called as a CCP. If there is number of atom 4, OV is 4, TV is 8, the answer should be a second option is the answer. Right? Chalo, take a screenshot. See beta, now next question is question number 4, where the coordination number of beryllium they are asking in BeCl2 taken n times. Actually this question, beta, it belongs to our first year S block element, and beta in that S block they are talking about alkaline earth metal. And these in alkaline earth metal, the important topic they are discussing about the structure of BeCl2. It was given there beta. Our BeCl2 will have a polymeric structure in its solid form. But in its solid form or in solid state, BeCl2 will have a polymeric structure. Polymeric structure in the solid state. Means how it will be, it is written in our NCERT, you can check it. Be bonded with chlorine, but again Be bonded with chlorine, then Cl, then again it goes Cl and Cl. It goes on in this way, polymeric form. But in this polymeric form, did you saw each beryllium is surrounded by how many chlorines, sir? 1, 2, 3, 4. So coordination number of beryllium in this N is polymeric form is equal to 4. So option number 1 is correct. See beta, this is a chapter question, belongs to the S block. This kind of the question also they are asking in the exam. Now it is another question, fifth question. See beta here. An endothermic reaction A gives B has an activation energy as a x kilojoule per mole of A. If the energy change of the reaction is Y, then the activation energy of the reverse reaction is. These are the four options they give. But I'll tell you, this is also belongs to our chapter called as a chemical kinetics. This is belong to chemical kinetics because first chapter is solid state, second one is the solution, third is the electron, last one is the chemical kinetics. Where in that one, this is a topic will come under the collision theory of reaction rates. Beta, two molecules will collide. When the two molecules will collide, the collision may give rise to the product or may not give rise to the product. But if the collided molecules will have an activation energy, molecule called as a activated molecule, and activated molecule when they collide, they always use rise to the formation of product. That concept is given here. But this concept we can explain you by the graph. But instead of graph, I will tell you simple method. In this chapter, mein subtopic is beta collision theory of reaction rate. And in this one, simple topic or trick is there. Change of the reaction is equal to activation energy of forward minus activation energy of the backward. Beta, any question this way will come is put this formula. Delta H means change in the energy. EF means activation energy of forward. EB means activation energy of backward. Now read the question. A gives B has an activation energy as X. Beta, A gives B means we are moving forward. Remember, A gives B means we are moving forward. Activation energy is X means forward value is X. If energy change of the reaction is Y, but delta H is nothing but the energy change and it is given as a Y. The activation energy of the reverse reaction means EB is asking. But a minus EB come on this side, it becomes plus EB, and this plus Y goes to that side, become minus of Y. Answer is what we got, beta, X minus Y. Find out. First option is the answer. Is it clear, beta? Please take a screenshot.